Happy Sunday. It is almost 8 o'clock. Trying not to hit any of our parishioners. Anyway, I've gotten into the habit of going to Mass by myself on Sundays at 7 a.m. It's just something about the 7 a.m. Mass. It's in the chapel, which is smaller. It's in Spanish, which is the type of Mass that I feel the most comfortable in. You know, when we were growing up, we were baptized, we did First Communion, we did our catechism and everything in Spanish. So anytime I hear Mass in Spanish, it just feels much more familiar to me. And something about going to the 7 a.m. in the small chapel really feels like I'm surrounded by family. I know that sounds really corny or cheesy because these are all super strangers that I've literally never met in my life. But it feels like family. It feels like home. It feels like I'm at a family barbecue. I don't know. It's just the vibe, the energy, something about it. I fully, thoroughly, completely enjoy it. And it's just one of those things that was a little bit difficult getting started with because it's at 7 a.m., which means I have to get up at least by 6 o'clock. Today I got up around 4:30 to do some Etsy orders, and it was difficult, and I noticed myself being kind of whiny about it. It's like nobody's forcing me to go. I'm choosing to go. And then I don't get whiny about going to Pilates at 7. I don't get whiny about going to Pilates at 8. And just like I go to Pilates to like rest my brain and exhaust my body, like I go to church to like rest my heart, right? The stuff that's been weighing on me or bothering me, or just to give thanks. And it just helps me start my week off great. It just puts me in a good mood. You know, we've been going through lots of trials right now, and not only is it a way for me to stay in faith and to stay thankful for my life and how things are going and the lessons that we're being taught, but it also gives me a little bit of me time, you know, a little bit of me time in my like native language. That sounds so, I know those of you that speak 2 languages understand. It just feels different. It hits different. It gives me some me time. It's definitely me time, and I need it right now that I am 100% mom all the time. I'm always on, you know, it feels like my mental load, my work load, my emotional load, all of it has doubled since, you know, early spring. And while I'm seeing the fruits of my labor and it just completely fills my mom love tank, I'm exhausted, you know, I'm exhausted and I'm overtouched and I'm overstimulated. And these little bits, these little moments of Mass or little moments of Pilates really give me just that little bit of respite that I need just to refill my tank and start my week off right. Not to mention, my favorite brother and his family arrive tomorrow. I only have one brother, by the way. My favorite brother and his family arrive tomorrow, and I'm so excited. And my little niece, she's so cute. My goddaughter is like texting me. She's like, "Can you take me here? Can you take me there?" I'm like, honestly, the week is yours. Whatever you guys want to do, wherever you want to go. Not sure what their plan is. You know, like, you know, when you go visit family, it really depends. Like, are you in that just lounge and catch up mood? Are you in the let me do the city that I'm visiting mood? They've only been to Dallas, I would say 2 times, maybe 3, and they're coming during the week. When I tell you guys, we've been able to like refuel and catch up since quitting baseball, like so much. It's so crazy how something that, you know, you could once enjoy so much got so like contorted, or I don't know, just the joy was sucked out of it, you know what I mean? And just it was really nice to be able to, in a healthy way, realize our boundaries and just step away and give the boys that break from something that they truly love before it was something that they started to resent. And that is something that I will forever, that will be the hill that I die on, is listening to my children and respecting their choices. Because I grew up in a home, and this is not a dig on my family, this is just how we were raised, but I grew up in a home where You ate what you were told. You wore what you were given. You know, we didn't do any extracurriculars. Our opinion did not matter. You know, kids are meant to be seen and not heard. The whole culture was because I said so. And if you wanted to know why, like if you wanted further understanding as to why you needed to do something, it wasn't explained to you, and that was seen as disrespect. Questioning the why was extremely disrespectful. So that is my hill. If my kids tell me I'm over it, I don't want to do it anymore, it's stressing me out, I feel scared, then I'm not forcing you to do it anymore. You know, we honor our commitments. We do what we say we're going to do. We follow through. But when something becomes so grave that it starts to affect your physical health, your emotional health, like your social health, like we're not doing that. We're not taking that. We're not drinking that Kool-Aid, you know? So that has been a really good break for us. But I'm excited to hear all about my niece and like what it means for her and how involved she is. I mean, we don't have the opportunity to be a part of a lot of those day-to-day things because we're so far away. I mean, we're even on a different time zone. So it's just going to be a really nice time to catch up. Speaking of catching up, we went to Walmart yesterday to just kind of stock up on coffee and our snacks and things like that for, you know, our guests. And our guests, that sounds stupid, for our family. And today is just one of those days where I got to get the house ready, you know, got to make sure the guest room's ready, where the kids are going to stay, tidy up a bit, do a little vacuum stripes just so that it looks like I have my life together, even though the inside's like, blah, blah, blah. But that's what we're doing right now. I am actually waiting for CVS to open because I need to get some special deodorant for my handsome husband and distilled water. This poor guy, man, not only did he have his facial bones broken, but he doesn't feel good yet. He feels like he has a perpetual sinus infection, and I don't know, this might be TMI, so maybe skip the next 40 seconds, but he has to flush his nose, and every morning he's like, do you want to see? And I'm like, yeah, I want to see. You know, I'm all about that gross life. Listen, when you become a mom, you catch vomit, you get peed on, you fish turds out of a bathtub, like stuff like that. Like, I need to know, because when I take you to the doctor, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to go on his own. When I take you to the doctor, I got to be able to explain what I'm dealing with, you know? He's just going to be like, I'm fine. I'm like, no, this morning we had a 3 centimeter size black booger or whatever, you know, like not today, but maybe yesterday. And so I care to be overly informed because then I can be overly prepared. It just makes me feel better. I think that's probably part of the being raised, you know, controlled, is that now it soothes my nervous system to be overly informed. Maybe it's not a good thing. I should probably tell my therapist about it. Anyway, CVS opened. I got to get 2 things. Then I got to get gas for our airport pickup tomorrow. And then what else? Did I tell you we have foundation issues? I'm pretty sure I did, but in case you're wondering, we do. We have a few estimates that are coming tomorrow while my brother's visiting, just so that it just brings in the realness of everything. You know, I really appreciate hanging out with like Parker's sister-in-law and brother. I don't know why I say Parker's sister-in-law. She's my sister-in-law too. I love hanging out with my brother-in-law and his wife. Is she my sister-in-law? Because he's my brother-in-law and she's my... Anyway, I love hanging out with them because they are the type of people that are like, this is what's going on. And they just give it to you straight. And it's great because it brings normalcy to life. You don't feel like you're just against the world or everything happens to me. It's literally what happens when you become an adult. And I'm hoping, because Parker was like, well, should we just wait for, you know, the visit, like for their trip to end, so that we don't impose on their visit with like foundation repairs or estimates. And I was like, no, we shouldn't wait, because A, it's your foundation, and the next thing you know, like our roof is going to be cracking or our windows are going to be breaking. And also because I think they would appreciate that sense of normalcy of, yeah, it's not perfect right now, but like, is it ever? guys, 9 o'clock. Parker just left to go meet. Oh, you know what that means? I have to check them in for their flight. Oh, I didn't plan this. Hold please. Okay, now that that excitement has been contained, I had to check in my goddaughter because I got her ticket and I just wanted to make sure everything was right, like the TSA pre-check and her boarding pass and the early bird check-in and all that stuff. Flying is really stressful for me. I thoroughly enjoy travel, but it is very stressful. It's not until, do you want to say hi to your friends? It's not until I get through security that I'm like, vacation mode, ready to do this. Mateo just came downstairs and he's like, I can't believe it's finally tomorrow. It feels like we've been waiting a long time. We really haven't. I think we planned this trip a month ago. Anyway, I am finished with my 2 orders and I wanted to show them to you guys. Look at this one. I should do a rule on Etsy that's like, if you're gonna order a pet tag, you must attach a photo. It is a requirement. Otherwise I'll cancel your, no I won't. But look at how cute. Oh my goodness. It's not even like a send me an after picture of them wearing the tag. Obviously those are my favorite, but I will often get the request of, hey, can you just make sure it's purple, but do whatever you want. Here's an inspo pic. And then I get like this dashing, diva, beautiful, majestic creature, or like a handsome fella, very elegant, you know, and it just, the inspiration picture really helps. Or not even the picture as much as you guys describing. I love when you guys describe your baby pets to me, like your fur children. That's a highlight of mine because it says a lot about a person if they take the time to really learn the personality of their pets. Growing up, my mom used to say, pets don't smile. Like, your dog's not smiling. And I was like, of course they're smiling. Look, that's a smile. And now my brother and I joke about, maybe yours don't smile, but my dogs smile. Anyway, this is for Miss Coco. She asked for pink flowers, pink bows, rainbow letters, and iridescent glitter. And some of my iridescent glitter is glow in the dark. So that's kind of fun because if your pet spends a lot of time in the sun, well, then you charge it up and then it's like extra bright. Let me put you guys down for this one. I was telling Parker this morning, I'm like about a third of my orders are repeat orders, meaning not return customers, because that's about half of my orders are the other 2/3 are return customers, but about a third of my orders are customers that are like, my dog ate my homework, I lost my badge, my car got stolen, and they want me to make the same thing again. And it makes me sad that something happened to your bauble, but it also makes me happy that you're trusting me with doing it again, because that just tells me you really liked it. My love language is like appreciation, you know? So this is for Miss Sarah. Originally her friend got her a badge, and I think she mentioned her dog ate her badge. So she had me recreate it. And this is probably the most difficult one that I've had to recreate because I didn't have anything, like I didn't have the sample anymore. I told you guys they're like one of a kind, so I don't save the original graphic design, but I couldn't find the font. I couldn't find the wallpaper that I used for the backdrop, so I struggled a little bit. The thing that made me feel good though was that she said, if you can't make it the same, I trust you. So just like, I don't know, take a stab in the dark. So it's pretty close, but it's not identical. I actually like this one more. And I feel like the longer or the more time goes by, the better I get at my craft. One of my crafts, jack of all trades, right? The better I get at it, the easier it is for me. So I really liked how this turned out. And for her, she asked for a swappable badge. So that means that there's Velcro and she can change out the design. Or if something happens, I think that's probably the biggest motivator, or at least for me it would be, if it was a swappable design, is if something happens to the badge reel, which it most likely will. I mean, this is plastic, you know, most likely will. Eventually it'll wear thin, or it'll break, or it'll separate. She asked for the swappable, so this is the easiest way to conserve the resin part, and then just, you know, replace it or fix the reel or get a different reel, or if you want to change the way your reel functions, you can always just reattach it to something else. So this is the belt clip. It kind of slides onto your garment, your clothes, your bag. And then the swappable design has the Velcro. And this is heavy duty, like carpet grade Velcro, so it sticks on real good. It takes a lot of effort to separate the two. And so that's the final product for this little guy. Isn't that cute? Really happy with how it turned out. You get a little more sparkle there on the back because there's less graphic that's covering up the design. And those flowers are 3D, so you can actually see the texture of these little rosettes here. It's so funny, Parker just left. He's selling something on Marketplace or Facebook, and he loves selling on Marketplace. I don't know how he does it. I think I would be terrified to do it. Like meeting somebody at a CVS for like some old, I don't know, Corelle dishes or Pyrex, you know? It makes me nervous. I mean, he sells like nerdy stuff, so I feel like his niche or his customers that he would get is far more specific. Plus, he's armed all the time. So there's that. So he went to do that and he's like, oh, I'm also... Hello? Hey, Sierra. We'll be there. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Reminding me about Miss Sophie's appointment tomorrow. She gets her Librella. She has not been doing well, you guys. Parker had to have the conversation with me a couple days ago where he's like, we don't have much time left with her, so let's just make the best of it. I don't like having that conversation. Anyway, so Parker has gotten like really focused on redoing his office. And when I say redoing, it's like a barbaric statement because it's really just doing his office. We moved into this house over 5 years ago, and that man has not been able to like create his space. And when he sets his mind to something, eventually when he gets there 5 years later, I mean, he gets it done. So he already sold a desk, sold a computer, moved the desk, mounted a TV, hid some cables. Like, it is looking so good. I'm so excited for him. I'll show you guys later, but right now he has a disaster. He says he's finishing today, and I believe him because my family arrives tomorrow, and I know that that for him is like his pride and joy, so he's really gonna wanna share his little space. Anyway, he did mention too, my brother mentioned that he has to work while he's here. So he's like, oh, I'm making it, you know, so that he can like set up. I'm like, he's probably just gonna work in the bedroom, but finish your office. It's kind of lame when you feel like you have to justify certain behavior, like spending money on yourself. And he and I do that a lot. And we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, we work hard and, you know, we provide for this family, and we've had a kind of rough go at things. And I know for him, I can't speak for myself because I think about myself a lot, but for him, he never puts himself first. He never thinks about himself. He never buys things for himself. So to see him so excited about doing something that is entirely for him makes me really excited. And I know for him, it's very difficult to enjoy. So we're gonna let him have his moment. That's the update for now. It's 9 o'clock. I feel like I've been awake for half a day already, and I haven't. It's 9 o'clock, but that's what happens when you get up so freaking early. I don't know what we're doing today besides the getting ready for our family stuff, but surely I'll share whatever we do get into and check in later. Hey you guys, it is 8 o'clock, wrapping up this vlog. I told you guys I woke up today super early, probably around 4:30. I accidentally took a nap. My body was like, who do you think you are that you can wake up at 4 in the morning, you know? So today's been a productive day, just getting ready for tomorrow. Everyone is just so excited, the anticipation is crazy. We don't even have any plans. Like, we have no idea what we're gonna get into. One thing that I was looking forward to for today was the new hair care line from Shakira. The new hair care line from Shakira was released at Ulta, and it was exciting because they also released it in stores. Don't you hate when they do like release at like online first, and then it takes 3-4 weeks for the stores to receive it? I'm like watching, so I think Parker's probably waiting for me to stop talking. He's been waiting for a long time. The girls are eating their last dinner. Any other dogs that are like grazers? So they have a proper meal. They have a breakfast in the morning. But for me, that just doesn't sit right with me that they only eat once a day. So like later in the evening, I put down some Badlands Ranch, like this kibble the Katherine Heigl brand, and they love it. So they munch on it. And it's not always, it's just randomly whenever they're hungry. Although Rupert is gonna turn into a potato. Like, I just feel it. She eats. Like, the girl can eat. So I'm a little concerned about that. Anyway, so the Shakira brand was released online and in stores. I had to see what the hype was about. So I have had the Divi scalp treatment in my cart for a very long time. And since I like the air dry cream so much, the scalp treatment has like over 15,000 reviews. And I don't know how you guys use reviews, but usually, like, if it's on Amazon, I need pictures. And if it's Ulta or Sephora, I go to the 0 to 1 stars and I read those. I can make up my own mind if I like something, but I want to know why people don't like something. And all of the 1-star reviews of the scalp treatment were, it smells awful. And after my only complaint of the air dry cream being the scent, I just can't do it again. Like, I can't stack the scent on the scent. You know what I mean? Some people were like, oh, I put it in my hair and I had to go immediately wash my hair again. I couldn't stand it. So it's a little too risky for me. So, since I've wanted to try, oh, what happened? What is this? Since I wanted to try the scalp treatment from Divi, I heard that Issima, this is the Shakira brand, it's called Issima, right there. She has a serum. It is a hair density boosting serum. This has almost twice as much product. So the Divi one has 1 ounce for $48. This has 1.7 ounces for $42, I believe. So her packaging is so cute. So this is the hair serum. Then I got the, oh, there's highlighter all over it. You can tell I haven't opened this yet. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's one of those packages that just twists. This is the air dry cream, Curls Don't Lie Curl Perfector. And then I just got the sample kit. Like, it's called a Discovery Kit. It has the hydrating shampoo, hydrating conditioner, the triple peptide mask, and the restorative leave-in conditioner. So I thought it was the price is incredibly reasonable for the size of the products. So looks like this, and then got a special little gap right there for your secrets. And oh, can I pull it out? Is it gonna come out? There we go. All right. I'm curious to see how they smell because the packaging tells me they're gonna smell delicious. I don't know why. I don't know why, I'm just assuming. So this is the hair density serum. This is glass. Everything else is plastic, but they all have like this style of packaging. And I want to say it's for everyone to be able to open this packaging. All of these have twists. So if you twist it like that, then you can squeeze. Can't be certain that that's why this brand was made this way, but I know with like Rare Beauty, all of her packaging is done so that people of all capabilities can open the packaging. So this is giving me that same vibe. So I got the full size of the, I need to smell some of these things. I'm very curious. Okay, this doesn't smell like anything. There is no scent whatsoever. I'm always afraid to try scalp serums or hair serums because my hair is so thin that anything that I apply makes it heavy, weighs it down, or prevents me from being able to style it the next day. So I was worried about that. Typically when I do a hair density serum, I like the ones that are super watery because they absorb and then that's it, you forget about it. This one feels a little more viscous, but it does feel water-based, so it doesn't feel oily or greasy. All right, let's try this one. The Weightless Light Hold Styling Cream that adds shine and definition. I have my feelings about Shakira's curls because I feel like her hair is more wavy. So that's the consistency of the curl cream. It reminds me a little bit of the consistency of the air dry cream from Divi. Oh my God, that smells so good. Oh, it smells like a baby. Oh my gosh. It smells like a baby, you guys. It's like powdery fresh. It smells like baby powder, but a little elevated. And the consistency, it reminds me exactly of the air dry cream. So this feels like an air dry cream more so than like a curl cream. But as I was saying, I feel like Shakira's hair, well, I'm about to shower, so I might as well just wipe up here. Her hair's wavy to me, right? Am I wrong? Like her style or her shape is more of like a beachy wave. You know who else just launched a hair care line that I am dying to get my hands on, but it's one of those where Sephora gets it first online and then you get it in the store. I'm not sure. Maybe my sister-in-law and I can go look to see if Sephora has it, but Allie Webb, I think her hair care line is called Messy, I want to say. It smells so good. It smells like baby powder, but a little grown up. Oh, that's nice. I wonder if the shampoo smells the same. Like, where am I gonna put shampoo though? You know what I mean? This is for research, you guys. This is for research. Is this terrible? I mean, I'm gonna wash my hair in like 3 minutes. I wanna waste the shampoo. Now I look weird, like something about Mary. I'm obviously recording on my phone, which is why I keep looking this way. It smells similar to the curl cream. And I have to stop comparing this to the Divi product because the Divi one is an air dry cream. So it doesn't specifically say that it's for curls. It's an air dry cream. So we're gonna, let's make it look casual. Like I'm on the red carpet, just like there we go. How's that? Just pretend it looks great. Yeah, so the Divi doesn't say it's for curly hair. This one specifically says that it is for that. So I need to stop comparing the two. But they all have certain complexes, Anyway, like for example, this one has the fiber seal, the linseed and chia complex. The hair serum has the Nona peptide 3 and the Peruvian maca extract. Then you have the glucona bond in the conditioner and the biomimetic ceramide in the shampoo. I got a non-hair related thing and that was it. This is the Kapari Golden Aura Body Oil with 24 karat gold and hyaluronic acid. So I have been loving my After Sun, you guys know the After Sun Hawaiian Tropic Summer Lotion that I like swear by. It's the only body care product that I use during the summer for hydration. And the Kiehl's, I don't know what it's called, but Kiehl's, that moisturizer that's gonna be on super sale for the Nordstrom sale, I think July 10th. I don't do the Nordstrom sale anymore. I used to like 10 years ago, but I'm excited that that moisturizer, the Kiehl's one's on there. But the Kiehl's one doesn't smell like anything. And I love to smell like everything. So I thought this might be something that would be nice to just boost my hydration because I have typically my leg and arms are really dry. And in the summer, they're even more dry, which is weird because you would think in the winter, but because we're outside in the pool and stuff like that, it dries out my skin. So I thought this might be a nice little boost to add to my lotions. Look at how bougie that is. I mean, it has gold in it. Can I try some? I'm gonna have so many mixtures of things on my body. I don't think this, oh, that smells nice. I can't even tell you what it smells like. It's super light, just like a faint light scent. And it's a very lightweight oil. It reminds me of the L'Occitane body oil. And it does absorb and leave you, it absorbs, but it leaves you feeling a little hydrated, just hydrated enough. That's really nice. Kapari also released 2 body lotions recently. One is brightening and the other one is hydration. A little curious to try those, but I have a lot of body lotion at the moment. Kind of like I have a lot of residue in my hair at the moment. Anyway, that's what I got into this afternoon. I had to go to the post office, pick this up at Ulta, vacuum, clean. I made a grave rookie mistake by getting up so early today because that kind of just set the tone to like how tired I have been, but nothing compares to how excited the boys are that, you know, our family's visiting. Like they keep counting down and they started this group text. It's freaking adorable. Anyway, what I hope is freaking adorable is my hair in all of these Issima products. So I will have to update you guys on that. But in the meantime, I have to go pass out gracefully, because tomorrow and the next 5 days are going to be super busy, but also super exciting. Anyway, anything that I showed you guys in this vlog, I'll make sure to list a link in the description of this video. And if there's something that I missed, just make sure to leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you. Anyway, that's it. I love you. Bye.